A very good evening, everyone, and welcome to our special Poe Day program on Dharana 24. And I'm very honored to say that I'm joined by the Most Venerable Kottawe Nanda Thera, who is the head of the Long Island Buddhist Meditation Center in New York, and who was very recently appointed as the Chief Prelate for the United States, along with the honorific title of Vaturavila Sri Jnanananda Vanshavatansa Deshantara Shashanabhimani Vishwakirti Vibhushana. Welcome to the program, Venerable Thera.
Thank you.
So, yes, why don't we start off with your journey from Sri Lanka to the United States and how you were ordained as a Buddhist monk here in Sri Lanka?
As a small little kid, when I was with my parents, from that time I wanted to go to the temples and play around there. So I used to go to the temple yard and jump in here and there. I played. So then meanwhile I really wanted to become a monk. So then I asked from my parents. They did not allow. They did not want. But after 1 year, about my requesting, finally they permitted me to go to the temple. So then my father one day brought me to a forest monastery. That is what we call Vaturavila Forest Monastery in Alpitia, Goa. So I met Most Venerable Vaturavila Sri Jnanananda Thera, the founder of forest monastery tradition. I got a wonderful chance to train under him and also other wonderful teachers. Then I studied Dhamma, Buddhism, as well as other subjects. So meanwhile, I ordained as a monk in 1977. I was 8 years old. After my primary education, I got chance to attend Bhikkhu University of Anuradhapura for higher studies.
Okay.
I could complete that 5-year course. Then I earned the degree, the Tripitaka Vedi. Then I got a master's degree for Buddhist philosophy at Kelaniya University. Then I appointed as a teacher, government teacher, so many years. Meanwhile, I met few special monks. Venerable Kanumuldeni Dharma Ashoka, the head monk of Navapolonnaru Galviharaya in Dehiwala, he recommended me to Most Venerable Kurunayagoda Petissa Nayaka Thera, the head monk of the New York Buddhist Vihara in the United States of America. So then he asked me to come there.
So, this was in which year, Venerable Thera?
Actually, it was 2001.
All right.
2001, I decided to go to the United States of America, to the temple of New York Buddhist Vihara,
Okay.
where Most Venerable Kurunayagoda Petissa Thera was living. He also, like my own teacher, such a wonderful knowledge and with virtuousness with Bodhisattva.
And then, so how did you become the head of the Long Island Buddhist Meditation Center in New York?
Venerable Kurunayagoda Petissa Thera always asked us to do something special. Especially, he asked monks, if you can, start a temple wherever in this country. There are many people who wants Dhamma. There are many people who wants meditation. There are many people who wants to make their lives. So therefore, let's do that. Go forward. So I encouraged from his words. So then, meanwhile, I met a wonderful gentleman over there. He was in Long Island, New York, very open-minded. His name is Mr. Dang Lakshman Jayamaha. So I used to do some meditation programs and Dhamma discussions at his own house. Meanwhile, he himself asked, Bhante, can we start a meditation center in this area? So then I agreed, and first of all, I asked Bhante Pietissa, so I have a suggestion like this. He agreed. So then we don't have a place to start the center. So what we did, we were searching, we were looking around. So then finally Mr. Dang Lakshman Jayamaha gave one of his houses to start the center. So we started as a meditation center. We call Long Island Buddhist Meditation Center. This 2008. So since we started that temple or meditation center, we used to do 2 programs twice a week, meditation and Dhamma discussion likewise. We don't have many Sri Lankan friends around that area. All local American people participated, still participating. So we expanded the facility. 2017, we moved to a new location. Meanwhile, one of the members of our program, our society, wanted to ordain. He was a young kid, 23-year-old.
So I think he was actually one of the first few students who was trained under you. And then this time around you didn't come alone to Sri Lanka. You came with a very interesting group of people who are actually members of the Long Island Buddhist Meditation Center. I believe you spent some time in Sri Lanka, and then but I think you went and visited some of the most very important Buddhist religious sites in the country.
Yes, actually, I had to come to Sri Lanka to participate this award ceremony, the Nayaka ceremony. So then I asked our friends, so they were very happy and they joined with us to come to Sri Lanka. So they all participated for this ceremony and they were happy. They went to our monastery, Vaturila Forest Monastery, and I wanted to show the country, this our motherland. They were so grateful and wonderful and peacefully. I feel they absorb, they get our values.
Yes, Venerable Thera, I actually got the chance to speak to some of them, the members of the Long Island Buddhist Meditation Center, and they had a lot to say about Buddhism as a religion, as well as how meditation, practicing meditation has changed their lives for the better. Let's take a look.
How I got introduced to meditation was through a friend of mine. He was studying at the university that was actually near the Long Island Buddhist Meditation Center, and he invited me to it. I never meditated before, had no idea anything about it, and I showed up, and Bhante Nanda Thera, he was there, and we all sat around, and he guided us through my first meditation ever. I started doing that and couldn't stop afterwards. In America and everywhere in the world, really, we have all these distractions, all these stimulations through our five senses, right? And we never really take a moment to stop and actually be with ourselves and center ourselves and create peace. So meditation has been a way to escape from that, center myself, gain clarity in my life. You know, whenever there's an unclear, confusing moment, I meditate. And the meditation helps me to really step into what I'm truly meant to be doing. And it just provides so much peace.
What I've discovered is that meditation is really an opportunity to love yourself and to explore for yourself who you are and really create that as well. And it's just been an amazing journey because through the guidance and acceptance from the community and just feeling like a family, and even here in Sri Lanka, coming and walking down the street and everybody smiles, there's so much love. And it's just one of the most amazing things that I've ever experienced in my life.
I usually wake up in the morning with other yogis around the world, and I practice an hour or two in the morning, and it transforms my day and my ability to be more effective in helping people. I've achieved a sense of calmness, a sense of love and compassion, and the Buddhist philosophy complements very well with the approaches that I use in life to be an effective healer.
Buddhism and the philosophy and the inclusiveness is really what makes it's so authentic, and it's really genuine. And the fact that it's welcome to anybody, regardless of race, religion, socioeconomic background, profession, the way it's all encompassing and inclusive, to me, makes it even more authentic, and then brings the peace and the feelings that I was describing earlier even deeper.
I was born as a Catholic, growing up over here in Sri Lanka. But then during my high school years, I started practicing Buddhism. And then in around 2000, then I really got into, meditation. I've been practicing since then. In 2008, around that time period, I met Bhante Nanda. And then, I promised the chief monk of New York Buddhist Vihara, Venerable Kurunagala Piyatista, that I was going to help him to build a temple in east end of Long Island. And then when I met Bhante Nanda, so we were able to find a location. It's one of my own properties, and we converted that into a temple, and we built the first temple in Port Jefferson, New York. He grew up very fast. When I heard about it, I never expected Desha Bhimana Lankaputra, but I was shocked, and I think going forward, this will help me to, move to my next level. We have a couple of other dreams in our temple. We want to build a big training center in the United States.
So yes, as we just saw now, the members of the Buddhist Meditation Center said that their lives have changed drastically over the years when they were practicing meditation. We have much to talk about on the subject, but before that, let's go in for a short commercial break. We'll be back. Welcome back, everyone, and You are watching the special Poya Day program on Adadharana 24, and I am joined by the Most Venerable Kottawe Nanda Thera, who is now the Chief Prelate for the United States. Nanda Thera, now before we went for the commercial break, we talked about how the members of the Long Island Buddhist Meditation Center talked about how their lives have been changed or affected in a very positive manner because of them practicing Buddhist meditation. So what are the types of Buddhist meditation that you teach them in the meditation center?
Actually, according to our Buddhist tradition, we do have 40 meditation techniques. Out of them, I use for them Metta Bhavana, the loving friendliness, as well as Anapanasati, the breathing meditation, mindfulness of breathing. These two techniques every day we do practice. Meanwhile, I always encourage them to see and practice how we can get these techniques for our day-to-day life. For example, if I say one of the key topics is Four Noble Truths in Buddhism, Chaturarya Satya, that is what we call. So, Dukkha, Samudaya, Nirodha Marga, the suffering, the cessation, the suffering, cause of suffering, the cessation of suffering, cause, the path leading to the cessation of suffering. There is a way how Buddha mentioned about this. So, meanwhile, almost everybody knows this. Meanwhile, I show them the suffering right now, what we have as a family. If there is a problem, if problem is started, that is suffering, the society. So then right away we have to go to the second one. What is the reason for this suffering? Why we want to third one, the cessation of suffering. This means we won't get the peace what we had. So the fourth one, we apply the path leading to the cessation of suffering. Directly we can apply these methods to our daily life. So when we explain, when we discuss these methods, in these two different ways, it directly helps for people. So then they think about their own life because they want happiness. So likewise, we try to discuss all the subjects, all the topics of Buddhism in this particular way, how we can apply for our daily life. Therefore, people like it, and I think they won't practice it more.
Venerable Thera, now we know that, as you said, people like what they're experiencing because of these meditation practices. So, what exactly are the benefits that they are getting out of these practices?
Right away they get, they experience less anxiety, less sadness, less suffering, and also they feel, when they meditate, they feel it themselves. For example, I can say, I teach them, when you practice meditation, loving friendliness like this, focus your body, focus your mind on your body, from top to toe, all over your body. Then mindfully say, meditate, may I be well, happy and peaceful. So when I say this, I emphasize them to not to think or not to say these words, but to feel. You have to feel the meaning of the word. May I be well. You are making a strong wish, strong determination to overcome all kind of illnesses, sicknesses, what you are suffering from mentally and physically. And feel it right away, right now you are free from all those things. And feel it, enjoy it. Then now you can get the results. So it is practical, and the ehipassiko and sanditthiko. So right now, in this moment, you can get the result when you practice it. This is marvelous, so beautiful. So they love it, because this is not just a theory. This is directly connected to the life, real life.
Venerable Thera, lastly, as a Buddhist monk who has dedicated his life towards the religion and spreading whatever you know about the religion, what message do you have to give for other Buddhist monks as well as people who are watching this, our audiences, and then normal people?
As Sri Lankans, we have a wonderful opportunity. We are the people who preserve Dhamma, Buddha Dhamma. And also we are the people who transfer to Dhamma to the other countries. So therefore, we have to learn more. We must practice more. I think many people, we do know the Dhamma, but we have to practice more. Meanwhile, I would like to mention for Venerable, my dear brother monks, learn this Tripitaka, Buddha Dhamma very well, and also with the languages. The world is open for you. Those who know the Dhamma, those who know the way how to explain Buddha Dhamma to this society, people are ready to welcome you. Therefore, focus to study Dhamma, including the languages. People, there are many people, millions of people suffering from thirsty. They are thirsty of Dhamma. Therefore, our duty is practice, learn, practice, and share this wonderful Dhamma to the mankind. It is not spreading a religion. That is what at the beginning I mentioned. This is beyond the religion. We are practicing and spreading the good qualities of humanity, human qualities.
Thank you very much, Venerable Thera. It was truly an honor to have you with us tonight. We had with us the Most Venerable Kottawe Nanda Thera, who is now the Chief Prelate for the United States. Thank you very much for joining with us. Have a very pleasant evening. Good night.